Okay, so I guess we can go live.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, we are live right now. So test voice check. Test voice check. Voice.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh yeah, we are live, yeah, we are live. The voice seems to be okay, and Classic David is again
Perfect then.
number one. Lately, Classic David has been number one for a lot of times, but Satoshi is joining us early today as well. I was telling Arnaud earlier that I'm stuck at work, but will try to listen in. Satoshi, man, I can feel your pain, but the one thing I don't understand, why the hell are you working, Satoshi? You're rich, man. You're a billionaire, trillionaire, if nothing else. You should be, oops, sorry. You should be at home relaxing. I tapped my microphone by mistake. Okay, David. Hey, Russell, hey. Let's see. David's left us a nice messages out there. He says, whoa, Tuesday means Alex stream. Hey, Alex Arnaud, get Satoshi. Oh, look at that. Everybody loves Satoshi already, man. He's It's wise to decrease exposure now, and even more if Bitcoin taps like 56k. I think Bitcoin will decline towards 40k right now. But even so, I think Bitcoin dominance will keep dropping, so many alts will be pumping, so better try to refill them ASAP, and my wet dreams of 54% dominance might come true in the spring. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, we will check then the Bitcoin dominance, but let's just first check the Bitcoin and everything. So yes, guys, it is a bit of a crucial spot, but maybe more so for Ethereum than it is for Bitcoin. Whoops, I always go to the wrong one. So, because you know, this was kind of a discuss. This was trade which had to be filled here, right? It would have to be filled here. Unfortunately, missed on Bitcoin. So right now, this trade is not available anymore, right? Because right now we have two options when it comes to Bitcoin, and I'll delete this before anybody takes this, because no, this is not takeable anymore, guys. So you got two options when it comes to Bitcoin right now. We certainly went deep. Like everybody saw that we went deep, right? We didn't, and we went even as deep as a little bit under this. But if you look at to the left side, the whole thing that sprung this thing up, right? We didn't exactly lose it. We tapped it and we held it to almost a dot, right? So there's still a possibility for us doing, for us continuing in this bull market, obviously, right? I mean, there's definitely not excluded. We just said that the lower chances of continuation definitely happens when you go as deep as this on, on a structure to begin with. Now, if you go to a little bit of a higher time frames, I can see your concern on, like you said, right? If you tap 56k, right, that you will most likely go down all the way to 40k, which is a very valid option. I'm gonna say, David, it's a very valid option, but it's not yet to be excluded that bull market can indeed continue still. Let's just say right now the percentages of how deep you went here on Bitcoin is exponentially lower, right? So you should be going down more than you should be going up, right? So I know, because lately when I've said something like this, you always receive a number of hate because people just think it's gonna continue forever. But it is, like you said, it's obviously important to stay safe. When you look at a chart like this, however, if you switch over to Ethereum, it makes a lot more sense. It's a little bit more clear. So with Ethereum, you know what I'm talking about. With Ethereum, this was the trade on the first time, right? Oops. This was the trade on the first time. So this one, you can see it retested it perfectly, went down, right? You've gained and you had a pretty nice profit take. Then on the way up, right, you took the trade back here. So now you kind of hedged you between yourself, right? So now the question comes, how do you hedge yourself again, right? So this is one of the parts why I've released today's video. I didn't give out an alt long video, because I do think currently in current position, long in alts, as your second message is a very dangerous job, to be honest. Okay, I'm not talking about Uniswap plays, they list, they go, it's a whole different story. I'm talking about Binance plays mostly when it comes here. So yeah, it's a very dangerous thing. So this is one of the parts why I chose to do Ethereum Bitcoin today, because Ethereum Bitcoin can react a little bit differently to the whole aspect of USDT and pairing and so on, right? So let's just say Ethereum does take a shit tonight, right, and goes from here and just drops down, or Bitcoin you know, hits that 55, 56k and just drops down to 40k, this wouldn't get harmed as much as every other USDT or USDC chart out there, right? So Tether would definitely take suffering that, but this one will not take as much. Obviously, when I look at Ethereum, yes, Ethereum does overreact more than Bitcoin, so this chart would have taken some hit, but most likely would not take out your stop loss as long as you use the tap trader, right? The tap trader to set up your alarms, and you use it like that. So yeah, right now what we are expecting. Okay, so this is the question right now. So for Ethereum right now, when you're looking at it, we are very close to a spot that we were looking for, right? The first spot was tested, the second spot, you can see it's a fat one up here. So yes, you could most likely say that you probably already touched the spot, because I probably could have made it fat a little bit here, right? So what the hell do you even do in this sort of range right now? Well, that's the most interesting question we got today, because this is for now, and again, I'm gonna say like this, as you can see, Ethereum lost on the way down, lost couple of areas. Boom, lost couple of areas, right? Lost couple of areas. You have lost approximately 3 areas on the way down. So this is my mainest concern, but I don't think this is gonna continue on a bull run as, you know, as it usually would. When I see something like this, I know there has to be a rejection up here. This is, I'm gonna say this is most likely like a 70% play that there's going to be rejection up there, 60 to 70% play. So let's just say you got about, in the best case I would say, or normal circumstance, I would say 40% for you to just continue straight to the bounce, right? That's like 40% chances of this happening, and I'm thinking all the rest of you retesting the bottom parts is more like 60%, right? So what I'm seeing for Ethereum right now is rejection in this sort of a box, right? So this box is going to act as my rejection spot. So in this case, you don't have to go for a knife catch. We already talked about this, because, you know, you can wait for a failure, then going back and then re-shorting in and going something like this, right? You don't have to go for immediate profit, sorry, for immediate short here, because if you do, you will find out that, wait, where's my short position, sorry? You will find out that a stop loss can be a little bit of a bitch, right? It is $130 stop loss. I mean, it is 7%, you know, but you can get a little bit better, to be honest. So what I'm seeing for Ethereum, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that we are now going to reject this sort of space. What I'm seeing then for Ethereum is it's going to be testing all the way back to the bottom. Yeah, it's going to be test to the bottom, or in this case, even more to the bottom can be possible. So one of these 2 points will act as a 1, right? So you can see this is a steep $400 drop in this case if it rejects up there, and this is what I'm expecting at minimum pace, right? I really am expecting that we are going to be testing the pre-low of this structure, as if we don't manage to break this, right? We will be, sorry, I'm going to be putting it up here on daily. That would make more sense. So one of these twos. Oh yeah, I mean, if you go on 4 hourly, actually no, on 4 hourly I gotta put it lower. It's around here as a box, and this one is around here. So yeah, 4 hourly makes more sense, sorry. So as I was saying, a little bit here. So as I was saying, one of these 2 areas will be tested. What I'm thinking, if Ethereum fails at its moment, this is where I'm gonna be carrying my Ethereum shorts as the first, you know, as the most important point. I'm gonna be carrying my Ethereum shorts here. Then you're gonna be put again against the wall and saying, well, are we gonna continue this bull market? Are we not gonna continue? And if something like this happens, you still have chances, right? You still have chances to continue the bull market, because you haven't lost the entire structure that propelled you all the way up here, right? But as soon as you start dropping under this area, and as soon as you start closing underneath, bam, I'm gonna say bull market, and let's go home, guys. We are shorting Ethereum big time. So you can see, right? Right now from the locally, a little bit more local structure, right? Speaking is, let's just delete a little bit here. So from a little bit of a local structure is the only issue you have right now. If you wish to say like on 4 hourly that you're going to be testing all of these areas, right? You got to go quite deep, right? So what I'm saying is here, you got to go quite deep, go underneath this, close underneath this, bam, short it, right? And then go for something like this, right? And unfortunately speaking, if we go that deep and we short it only then, I'm afraid that we will not catch the short all the way to down here. So that's my biggest issue when it comes next to Ethereum, right? So if that's something like this happens, we most likely won't have enough of a reaction to catch it. It's going to be something like this, trust me. It's going to be something like drop like this, a little bit of a pullback, which, you know, is little razor proof, and then a poof, right? And I'm afraid you're gonna miss the whole thing, right? So yes, here we will have to be a little bit more aggressive with shorts. So do mind it. As they start failing on 1 hourly, which I'm gonna say is already happening in effect. If you go zoom in even closer now, right? Let's zoom in even closer. Let's dissect this whole thing as we are looking for right here. So in 15 minutes, you can already see the process has started to begun, right? The process has started to begun. So you have created this structure, which propelled you all the way to the top, which propelled you next to the hour area, right? So what you started doing here, you started going sideways, right? You started going sideways. And when you have a structure like this, you go underneath it here, but you didn't close a full candle underneath it, and you start going sideways, it's a little bit of a questionable area again. So what you do in that case, you guessed it, right? You do exactly the same thing as we just discussed on higher time frames. You do exactly the same thing on lower time frames. What you do is you retest the bottom. You retested the bottom, in this case pre-low. Now, if you listened to me before, you know that if you hold the pre-low, you can still pump above the high. So from this point over, you can still continue all the way up to our green box. But look at what something happened here, right? You rejected the middle and then went, and you actually lost this entire level. And you actually did lost it for 1.5 candle and 1 full candle. So again, what would you do in this sort of situation that we just discussed? Well, in our situation, if that happened on high time frames, what would we do? We would go for a short. Where would our short be located? You guessed it, right in this area. Bam. We would get filled on here, and this would now have to take us, and we would now be aiming what? The next target underneath the low, right? So that would be our aim for the short. Obviously, we are talking about low time frame here, right? Low time frame, which exactly, if you look at it in that sense of what we just discussed on higher time frames, low time frames do exactly the same thing. The only problem is when it comes to these low time frames is they are way less accurate. So this has now less than 50% accuracy for it to be played out. But if you look at it, let's just now analyze how much actually we have to gain from this, right? If we took the short position right here, we smashed it right here on the top, and let's just say, you know, we're not gonna put it all the way to the top of the wick. That does make sense, just a little bit under this secondary wick, right, which brings us to about 1% stop loss, or if you put it here, 1.3% stop loss, and you put it all the way down to your profit take, you see this is 3R, right? And if this is 3R and you have 50% chance of ratio of playing out, and then obviously this is not a bad trade to begin with, right? And this is how you can find this intraday place, or how would I say it? Wait, let me just close the Telegram because it's a little bit annoying. So this is how you find this intraday place, right? This is some of those scalps that you can play. Now, I don't recommend this scalps to many people because it's very easily to get wrecked on many of those. It's very easily, right? Because since it is under 50%, you can get easily wrecked on 5-6 scalps in a row. But what I do suggest is if you have a giant alt positions, which at the moment, let's just say we got, if you tuned in the previous stream, right? The stream from last night, you know, we called out a lot of alts, right? And so with this alts, I still got it here. We're Link, Bitcoin Cash, and YFI, and what else did we call out? Reef? I think we did. So anyways, we called out like 5 alts, right? So each and every one of those alts ended up being good, if I remember correctly. We even called out a later video of Neo. Wait, did we do it on this chart? I can't even. Kraken maybe? Which chart we use? Was it Bitrex? I don't remember which one. So we did this one, then we did YFI. I think YFI was actually the best one that we did. Yeah, look at this. Look at that. Bam, bam. 34%, guys. Look at that, right? Sniper on the bottom, sniper on the top. That's the best kind of trade you like to see, right? And what we did, we did at $4, if I remember. Yes. $4. Wait, $4. Wait. 1 hourly. Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah. So and we did like $4, around $4 this area. Again, beautiful trade. And look at that. Perfectly hit the profit take as well, if you look at it from up here, right? So it is beautiful trades, and some of them we are still holding. One of them being a Neo, right? I'm still pretty deep in Neo. Now I wanted to say, God bless the how's it called, tap trader, because I would be wicked out of this trade. Look at that, right? So this is exactly what I'm talking about, right? When you're in questionable areas, tap trader comes in effect quite nicely when it comes to it, because that would definitely be weaked out. But you know, you never had a full candle close, as you can see from 4 hourly, never had a full candle close underneath here, and thus we got saved. But it was very sweaty area indeed. This is something you wouldn't do in Forex, obviously, but in Forex it would definitely taken me out. But in crypto you can do yourself well with that trap trader, right? So yeah, you can say, so what I'm trying to say essentially, when you have so many trades open on alts as we speak, right, going down to a 15-minute and playing a scalp like this against your positions on alts is not a wrong thing to do, because what you're doing essentially, you're just hedging your position against your already open positions, right? So it's not the worst thing to do, because if it goes down, not only do you win your trades, you win 3 times as more as you put in, but also if it goes up, you make more money on alts. So you risk like a small risk on this, you make money on the way down, right? You protect your portfolio, and on the way up, if it goes, you just make more money on the way up. So it's a perfect thing. So of course you lose some money, you not make the maximum amount of money, but you're gonna be protected a lot more than probably 99.9% of people in this market who just buy, let's go, bull market, right? And you know, which is completely fine. Like, you can definitely be one of those guys that just buy, right? But I feel a lot more comfortable buying at spots like this, right? When I'm like, you know, when I have good stuff on the left side, while the spots like this, when you are all-time high, right? I'm not as comfortable as buying for long time periods at those spots, right? And don't worry, guys, these spots, even if you missed and you bang in your head, oh my gosh, you don't have enough Ethereum, guys, these spots will repeat in the future as well, right? So just gotta be patient, just wait for them. They will come eventually for you to fill your long-term positions as well. So you don't have to be afraid for them. So yes, which this now brings us to the first asked questions of Bitcoin dominance. So I haven't checked Bitcoin dominance again in a week. I like to check Bitcoin dominance always on the stream, right? So let's see what you're talking about, Classic David. Mamma mia. Okay. I mean, yes, Classic David, but still not there. You know, like this is exactly what we spoke about in the previous feature, right? As you're still not there, you're getting close, man. But as long as you hold this, you can still bounce, man. So yeah, you're still not particularly there when it comes to it, but we are close, man. We are close to calling it cuts to 54%, like you said, because this is definitely gonna be a test spot if it fails here. I'm definitely going to be expecting 54%. So yes, then I would say yes, load the cannons of the alts, because we are going to get another great alt run, which we currently have had one already. We currently have a pretty good alt run in our effect. So yeah, but it's not quite there yet, you know. You definitely going to be need to be careful, because if this holds right now, I mean, if this holds right now, let's actually see what's been untested on this way down, right? So give me a second here. So let's just save this holds. I mean, it's a very cluttery, right? So I can see this levels has been tested, but it's very cluttery. It's actually very noisy, or you would say in trading world. So it's quite hard to see what the hell is even going on in here. So we're looking at from this perspective. Okay, so we did close underneath here, and we did test the top. So again, you can see, right? As you started closing underneath here, right? This is no coincidence again, right? As you start closing underneath here, right? This is, you again tested this top, right? And the thing is, this is exactly what you're hunting on Ethereum, right? Once you start closing underneath here, you're testing that, you're hunting that top. In this case, you know, in this case, you would have been looking at, you know, something like this, but on lower time frames, obviously, right? This would have this is your rejection of the failure, right? And so that's rejection of the failure. This is the last failure, and this failure should now not go over the past of the middle and just, you know, go down. The logic is basically the same as you've seen on Bitcoin dominance, right? But the Bitcoin dominance, even though it lost it hasn't lost the local structure yet, which Ethereum either hasn't lost it yet. But yes, the local structure is still being held, and as long as this local structure is still being held around the area of this previous, you can still pump from it. But yes, the chances are low. The chances are lower. That's for sure, Classic David. So if you're betting that Bitcoin dominance is gonna go decline from up there all the way to 54%, it's not a bad bet. It's definitely not a bad bet. It's something that you want to be seeing, and something that is absolutely logical when it comes to this sense, and it's good from the price, so from the essence of the price action. So yeah, this definitely does make sense as well. So let's see what we got. Other questions. So yeah, Satoshi is unfortunately stuck at the offices. so that's pretty bad. I work for the office drama. So yeah. So I mean, I remember my days from the offices way back. There were always some constant drama. So I know how that is. What do you think about Tesla? Well, that's interesting. So let's just see. You guys got any more alts questions? Now it's the time to go, guys, because you know we got. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that was pretty nice hit. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Ooh, Tesla is doing something that is doing something similar to the Bitcoin. Something similar to the Bitcoin. Huh. You see, I would have missed short here. This was not enough of a pullback for me. I would have missed short here for sure. I mean, I would have looked for shorts, but I would have missed it here. That I would not catch. No way. That didn't pull back as nearly as much as I would have hoped for. Then let's just see here. Didn't really get a closure underneath this. This is gonna be right now. If this fails, you're gonna be retesting all the way to the top. If this doesn't fail, oh boy. Green area choo-choo time. So I mean that's what I'm sort of expecting, but I'm like at this point of age, because Tesla is in S&P 500, right? It's one of the top 4 picks in S&P 500. I'm not gonna say this green area is probably not gonna happen just like that. So maybe I'm being a little bit too generous, or should I say too greedy in this case. More likely this. I mean, actually, let's see, right? This is your short spot right now. I mean, this is, you gotta see it. This is your short spot right now. So you're gonna see if this breaks, I got another short spot. Like you got 2 short spots right now, right? And would I long this? Would I long this? That's the question. Because obviously everybody wants to long the shares, right? That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, the long position. This cause would have been right now. Yeah. Yeah, this is what you kind of want to hold right now for you to go there. So the long positions is quite close here. But look at this market cap. Jesus Christ, how much was that? That's like 4%. Crazy. Yeah, that's like 4%. So yeah, that would be kind of your long spot. But we'll see now. We'll see what actually happens here. So yeah, oh yeah, sorry. I didn't see that you posted already 2 coins. I went right past them, Arnaud. Surely Bitcoin dominance is a lagging indicator. So, I mean, it's not an indicator, Russell. It's a chart, right? Not using an indicator here. Bitcoin dominance is just a chart of how big is Bitcoin versus all the other alt positions, right? And it's logical that it's going down because you have a list of projects listing every single day, and all of this list of projects are taking away 10 mils, 20 mils, 30 mils, on and on and on, right? And you got Binance Smart Chain and all of that stuff that is taken away from the master of Bitcoin. So yes, like I said, the current price action is showing more down than up, but it's not 100% yet. That's all I wanted to say about Bitcoin dominance. So yes, holding alts, or should I say buying alts, is not a bad idea. It's just not a good idea maybe today, because as we already discussed on Ethereum, you could be potentially seeing a drop, right? Could potentially be seen. It's definitely not, I'm gonna say it's not it's not yet sure that it's going to happen, but chances are it's going to happen in the next, couple of days when it hits the right levels, right? Crypto and general markets have always been correlated. Do you see SF 500 breaking 8 again soon? How long do you think? Well, Classic David, I mean, I know there's some correlation between dollar, Dixie, and crypto markets. I just don't know it myself because I never really paid any attention to it, to be honest, completely with you. Do I see SF 500 breaking all the time high again? Yes, I do. Definitely do see it. Definitely do see breaking it again. Because, let me see. Wait, should I be looking at NQ? Maybe I should be looking at NQ. Nope. NQ, maybe SPI. I mean, they all look the same, right? So anyways, the thing is, again, same thing, right? Classic David, you didn't lose, right? You didn't lose anything. You can see, right? You held at this, you didn't lose underneath it. So what you're gonna do right now is gonna retest the top, which was the logic. And from this point onwards, because this looks so bullish, I'm gonna be pretty sure you're gonna break the top. So yes, all the time high, I think it's coming. I think it's pretty good to be coming. But one thing is for certain, you're gonna test the top. Although, you know, now it doesn't help you anymore because we already kind of are at the top, right? So that's like asking hindsight right now. But what I'm trying to say is it's kind of same deal that we just discussed on multiple coins, right? You didn't lose anything, and if you didn't lose and you hold the bottom, what you're gonna do? You're gonna test the top. And in this case, because it's so bullish, most likely even break it, right? So, because I'm not, so you see, it's nothing special with when it comes to SPI and all this, right? It's a good thing to invest into them, long term speaking, which is a very good thing. I mean, if you look at it. Combined, well, I was looking at Wu mostly, well, because I want to start investing long term into Wu, particularly from Europe, a Vanguard in this case, right? And they do pay out dividends in Europe, so that's definitely what I want. The problem is, I mean, what I'm saying is, why this is so good, because apparently, like, you know, you have an average growth of like 7 to 8% per year, or even more in those cases, and you get about 1.5 to 2% dividends per year. So this is approximately 1% per month, maybe a little bit less, right? Depends on if the year is good, vice versa, blah, 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 right? So, I mean, this is definitely a good investment if you want to be going in for like long term. We're talking about 30, 40 years, right? So, yeah, if you want to start investing in and doing like $100, $200 next to your trading paths, that's actually absolutely a good idea to do something like this, right? So, yes, I don't actively trade SPI as much, right? Because I need something to go for long term as well. You know, I need something. Like, I can't just always trade stuff left and right? Because trading stuff, you will miss stuff as well if you trade stuff. So I have to invest in some long terms as well. So when I invest in long terms, I either do real estate or I do stuff like this, right? Like SPI 500, or in this case, gold as well, right? I like to have some money invested in gold as well. And this is some of the things that I don't trade as much, although I did trade gold, right? Sorry, XRU. So yeah, so I did trade gold, as you can see. I was waiting for this green area, so I did sell gold. Wait, where did I sell gold? It was somewhere here, I think. So anyways, I did sell gold, and I rebought it right down here in this green area, and I'm gonna wait if this is gonna be paying back, right? But I also need some long-term. I need to start thinking about some long-term investments, right? So I'm talking about investments that I'm not gonna sell. I'm just not gonna sell for the next 34 years, right? So, you know, just like a little of a side thing going next to your trading. So yeah, it's a cheap thing, right? It's like $200, $300, maybe $500, depends, right? Per month, nothing too big. So yeah, you're just putting it in there and just forgetting about it, and then, you know, 30 years down the line, I don't know, pass it to your kids or something, you know. Maybe they will be thankful, maybe not. But yeah, this is sort of a game that you also want to be doing next to trading. So I don't even think about correlation so much, David. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you right now, when crypto markets are so hot and I'm seeing like coins like YFI that we just discussed before, I'm not even trading much. Oops, no, that's not the chart. I'm not even trading other stuff that much, right? Because gains from this are absolutely insane. Like, you know, obviously it's gonna be sad when bull market stops, but man, I am not seeing gains like this in Forex, or I have not seen gains like this in Forex in like my whole trading career, right? So I'm like, 2017, if you look at it, and now let's just say 2020, 2021, 2020, 2021 are probably absolutely my best 2 years, I would say, in my whole career, because and mostly because of cryptos, right? And this also reacts so nicely. And, you know, you can be blessed by having them in some sort of case, because if you think about it, like these 2 years are putting me ahead for at least next 20 years, right? So I've kind of reached my goals for the next 15 to 20 years. So right now, obviously when the bull market is gonna end or something like that, I'm definitely gonna go back to trading for 3 to 5% per month, you know. But I'm definitely gonna take a little bit more chill approach after, you know, all of this. So if we touch 30 to 40k on BTC, no bull run. What are you talking about? Bitcoin. We touched that, no bull run. I mean, 40k would still be possible. 40k still for the 32k. Questionable. Probably a hard rejection once it hits the top. Probably a quite hard rejection, right? So, I mean, 40k is still very possible. Because if you look at Bitcoin looks good, right? Bitcoin looks good. It's Ethereum that was a little bit more problematic when it came to it, right? Look at Ethereum, right? So when you want to bounce it, you want to kiss the top. We already said this, right? You want to just bounce from the top. But look at this, right? Here a weekly went quite deep and closed right into the top, right? So it's less bullish. So Bitcoin, yeah, Bitcoin looks a lot better than Ethereum in this case. But, you know, we are more watching Ethereum this path around, and there's a good reason for it, because everything works through Ethereum, man. Ethereum, like all the projects, everything, right? Everything is on Ethereum. So I'm gonna be following Ethereum a little bit more because I think it has more value at the moment. If it wasn't for Ethereum, I don't think this bull run would have been nearly as big as it is, right? Because you got NFTs, you got projects. All of this, the guys are just pumping the coins, or should I say pumping the coins, and then coins pumping the Bitcoin, etc., etc. It's just a full circle, right? Man, can we check out Rook on? Yes, Satoshi, yes. Let's me check. Oh, wait, is Rook listed here? Oh, it is. Looks like crap. Or maybe it doesn't look like crap. Oh yeah, never mind. It looks like crap. Wait, why is this so bad? Am I missing the full chart here? Should I switch to Poloniex? I was missing the full chart here. Looks a little bit less like crap. Why does this chart look so weird, man? What the fuck? Let me see this Rook. Let me use the old chart text tool. The old chart text only. Oh, look at that. Look at how much better this looks than Bologna. This is just crap. Okay. Oh man, you're kind of failing that mid, huh? Yep, spot to hold, guys. Spot to hold. You fail this spot, you're gonna go deep. Yep, you're gonna go deep. I'm fearing you could go all the way down to here. $200 250, something like this, more like $250, something like that. So if you fail to hold this, it's gonna be painful. It's gonna be painful. So yes, not the best one. I mean, I know Rook, because one guy asked me before if this is good, and I actually told him, right? Yeah, I mean, if you he was around here, I think. So I actually told him, yeah, once it breaks out, you buy it, right, and then you take it all the way to the top, but you have a lot better alts out there, right? Because this one, again, look at this, right? How deep it went, right? Same shit. So yeah, right now seeing this is actually not as bullish as you might think, right? I mean, it's not looking very good, but it still has possibility of saving itself, like we just discussed before. If it doesn't break this, still can go. If it breaks this, we're talking about deep test on it. So not the best chart when you look at it. But then we also have the one you said, MPH. What we got here? What are we hiding here? A little bit better, not gonna lie. So you see, you lost a big point here, right? And again, this is very clear. If you got a chart like this is quite clear, right? You lost a big point there, right? You tested it, and you know where to sell it. You know exactly where to take profit take here, right? You know exactly to take profit take here, and you've tested it as well, right? So now either what you do, you take your first profit take here. What do you do now, right? Now you're kind of hoping that you're gonna be ending up in this structure right here, closing in. And if you close in that structure, you know exactly where your next profit take is, right? Your next profit take is then right here. And this is where the position where I would like 100% short a coin like this, around here. Obviously not a knife catch, because you can see the chart is a little bit skewy, so you don't know if it's gonna stop here, or here, right? But it's gonna stop somewhere right here. When it starts and starts doing a reversal pattern, I would be all in on that short, because from that point over, you most likely are going to retest a first profit take again here, right? Or even perhaps deeper. Or in this case, hold this, test the high, go back, retest the mid, boom, continue on the way higher. So you know, you got I see a chart like this, bam, 3 scenarios, 1 minute. 1 minute, 2 minutes, you got 3 scenarios and all of them are clear as hell. And one of these scenarios is gonna play out, right? So absolutely love chart like this, right? So this is a much nicer chart to compare to Rook, where Rook is just not retesting the right areas, right? Or should say it went so deep that right now on the retest, it retests weeks because a lot of people lost interest and there's not as much volume as it was, right? But a chart like this, definitely beautiful chart, and it's easy to read, and this is the kind of chart where you make the most money at. You know, essentially this is a chart where I would make the most money because, you know, you got 3 scenarios, one of them is going to play out, you just follow which one, and the chart will tell you itself which scenario is playing out, right? These are uni plays. Yeah, I know, Satoshi, I know. I mean, I've participated in many before. Of course, I absolutely hate uni because not only does it cheat you when you're trying to buy in, right? You always get a higher price when you're buying in, or when you're selling, you always get a lower price, which kind of triggers me. And of course, limit buys, limit sells. Although I know 1inch, I have tested it out before, and it already starts telling me there's limit sells and orders. They do not work as they are advertised. Trust me, I've tried them out a couple of times. Sometimes you get filled for like a quarter. Sometimes sells goes way past your sell. They don't hit. Like, I don't understand it, right? It's just shit. It's just shit. Like, I don't know why EDEX died out, right? I mean, EDEX was absolutely perfect exchange for this place, right? Well, I probably know why it died out because they introduced KYC, so that was pretty stupid from that point, right? But it was so good, man. It was so good. Like, I'm not even joking. EDEX was so good compared to Uniswap. But Uniswap is decentralized. I guess that's the whole essence of crypto, right? I can't be bullshitting. If it's decentralized, I gotta go for it, right? Yes, so Satoshi, those are pretty two good plays. We'll finish watching later. Gotta go jogging. It's getting dull of what you guys do. Well, classic David. That's a good thing that you're keeping up your fitness. That's a very good thing. I haven't jogged myself today. I had a good workout last night. I still feel pain in my stomach from overstraining a little bit because I was working on, I was working on the pack, as you would say, and the chest a little bit. But yeah, so yeah, still probably have to squeeze in a workout after this stream as well. So yeah, maybe you giving me some motivation there, David. Yeah, let's hope for V3. Yeah, for version 3 Uniswap fixes. Yeah, I don't think they can fix this. I mean, unless they're gonna create an order book or something, they can't fix this because their system is totally different. The system is just based off liquidity. It's not based off order book, right? So you're not selling in trades or not. You're just moving the liquidity up and down, right? So I don't think you can actually fix this. What do you think of XM? XM more long term. What is 6 MTH?
6 months plus.
Oh, 6 months. Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay. They have been symbol coin XM coming out. XM has been a good reason around, like, because of comments. XM snapshot and airdrop. Oh, so they're getting forked. What you're trying to tell me? They're getting forked. Okay, let's see what they're getting forked. I think we had some XM plays in the past. Wow. Oh, NAM, that's NAM. I know this coin, yeah. Weren't they hacked some time ago? Or didn't they have some shit? Actually, can't remember. So they're getting forked, huh? Yeah, shit. When is that fork exactly happening? We need exactly the time. Max, can we talk about big data protocol? I mean, yeah, you probably saw I had big data protocol open right when I moved this chart. I had it right. I had it open right here. So yeah, I was watching this one as well for farming purposes, obviously, right? And you can see because of the extremely high API, this died down. It's no surprise at all, Satoshi. It's like, when you have a farm with like 300, 400 API plus, it's gonna die down. And like, yeah, the bounce spot is right. You're on the bounce spots right now, but I don't expect many bounce, right? I mean, maybe up to $5-6 maximum, man. That's maximum, and you're gonna probably die off again because there's just gonna be too much selling pressure from these farms, So yeah, so Zlatan, yeah. So Singapore-based name, long time ago, lost coins from exchange to. Okay, yeah. But what I'm trying to say, when is this snapshot taking place? Where are they gonna do the fork, right? So what would be the date when you have to hold this coin in order to get into the fork? That would be more important here. So let's see, Bake and Doge. Bake. Okay, I think somebody asked me for Bake. Oh yeah, it's only bust. Yeah, I think somebody asked me for Bake. The last time somebody asked. Yeah, oh shit. Okay, that was a pretty good fill spot. Not gonna lie. Unfortunately, a little bit late for Bake. Unfortunately, we are a little bit late for Bake. Not gonna lie for you. I'm gonna have to say this, but you might not get filled though, because it was kind of obvious already tested with this candle right here. You might not get filled here, and I don't dare to put it higher now because I need to see what's gonna where it's gonna take it. It's gonna fail now or go lower or not, right? So I can't put it higher even because of Ethereum, what we just spoke. So yeah, I mean, kind of unfortunately missed this one. But Doge, let's see, Doge. Wait, no, Doge was Bitcoin, right? Doge, Bitcoin. Oh man, it just slowed down back to being zero volume. Pretty clear, man. You drop underneath this, you're finally gonna go revisit slowly. But what I'm seeing is from volume based, you know, you're gonna slowly revisit this. You lost a lot of things. You haven't lost the main area yet, I'm not gonna lie, right? So you still have chances of pumping. But long term speaking, you're gonna be revisiting this. It's gonna look like the every chart always. Because it is. Let me see, Doge, BTC, Bittrex, like look at this, right? It is what it is. We had a trade on here. It's just moving so slow. And yes, at the end of the day, you know where the revisits of Doge are. So yeah, I mean, I was hoping at least for this profit take, but looks like so far, hopefully, we are probably not even gonna get this one. So yeah, so we're most likely even going to be stopped at break even. So yeah, I mean, if you're still holding this trade, move the stop loss, right? Move the stop loss to around here. We definitely don't want to go around there because we definitely don't want to take a loss on this trade, right? So I move it there and just wait for it to see if it's gonna happen or not, right? So yeah, I mean, but when it comes to Bake, right now I really can't give you more information. It's too dangerous. I mean, but yeah, the current area, as I said, right, this one is gonna serve you for now, and then we'll actually see how far it goes up here. Then we can actually move it, right? NFT plays, Mana, Vax, Engine, Flow, Tari. So NFT plays, there's a lot of NFT plays. Not gonna lie, there's so much of NFT plays. Snapshots is March 12, airdrop March 15. Okay, that's good info. Wait, let me go back to exam. I would actually wait now for the next. You can sell on Snapshot, right? You can, yeah, you can probably sell on Snapshot. I would actually wait till like 11th and see if it's gonna either come here. That would be a buy spot for me. Or if it's gonna hold this. And if it's right here where it is right now in the next 2 days, then I would buy here on this whole spot and just wait till Snapshot and after Snapshot dump, right? And then wait for it to actually do something, because right now you're really gambling at this point. Especially with ETH, how it looking as this. So that would probably be my strategy for what I would do with the X, and it's with XAM, right? In that case. So yeah, I wouldn't play that dangerously, you know. I wouldn't play for a big continuation right now because you already had a pretty nice run up. So now you gotta be careful. You gotta be extra careful when you tackle this. So yeah, I mean, there were plenty, obviously a lot of this plays, NFT plays, and I'm feeling like I gotta sneeze. You even had the bundle and everything like this. So yeah, when you look at this, Mana, it's not only pumping for this, but they also said that they will build like a casino, or they're gonna be building like a casino with Atari or something like that. So they still got a pretty amazing thing going on. So you can see it's definitely pumping again. But you can see, right? Again, it reacted from a very bullish spot. Boom. So yes, we are late to this one as well. So if you wanted to chase again, bam, this is your spot to buy now. When it comes to Mana, you just gotta chase it, right? If you wanna chase it, you gotta chase it, right? Definitely, you got nothing else to be going on. You got nothing to the left side here. Everything was wasted. This opportunity is wasted as well. You gotta chase it. So when you said Engine, already pumped hard, missed the boat. Well, Engine, we traded Engine. Didn't we trade Engine? Or not? I'm pretty sure we traded Engine.
Yeah.
100% sure we traded Engine. But we probably didn't hold it that long. No, I don't remember. Bittrex? Nope. I'm missing charts. Boom. Nope. Engine BTC. Oh, it was Engine BTC. Yes, the champion of Engine. Look at this. The champion of Engine. Look at this pump. Holy shit. Fuck. 800%. Yes. I mean, Bitcoin wise, this is good. Never mind. Again, look at where we reacted right from the highs. Again, yes, missed. So again, if you want to chase it, you know where to chase it. It's right now, boys. It's right now. It's gonna be right there. Right now, right here, right now. This is your chase spot for Engine. And same goes for USDT, right? I mean, it looks, it's better to analyze it from the perspective of Bitcoin right here. So yeah, you definitely, if you're holding these spots, oh yeah, this can still go for continuation. You tested this high, now you have to test this low, pre-high, bam. You can go all the way for 4,500, maybe even 5,000. So yeah, still has room to grow actually, even though it pumps so much, it still has room to grow. Engine, can you check TRX? Oh shit, that one never got filled, did it? Ah, I missed it again. Yeah, that was obviously a trade. We're too late for these trades. Definitely. Now again, you cannot be going in anymore. You gotta be waiting out what's actually gonna happen. So not much to talk about when it comes to USDT side. When it comes to Bitcoin side, however, we had a nice trade. Which still hasn't hit our profit take. Jesus Christ, the last one profit take, right? You can put your stop loss underneath here. That's what I'm gonna say. You can put your stop loss underneath here. And this will leave you with a little profit take. So the last one was never hit. But it came quite close. So you want to put your stop loss right here. And then wait if it's gonna hold this area. And then continue to the profit take, yeah. So yeah, so this one is still in play. VAX. So we got VAX. Ooh, that's a beautiful chart. That's a beautiful chart. VAX 100% can be chased here. On a weekly time frame, yep. That's a nice chart actually. So yeah, VAX, you can actually chase it. Oh no, yep, that would be a good trade if it happened. A little bit on 4 hour, bam. That's a good trade. You can actually put the stop loss underneath the low, so that way you shouldn't be too fat. 13%, yeah, you know, it's a little bit more than I like. But these huge weeks, man. If like I will say this, right? Put the stop loss here and use the tab trader. Use the tab trader on your phone. That's the way to do it, right? So yeah, VAX actually playable. VAX is playable. Flow USD. Flow. Well, again, you know, I would rather take VAX. Not gonna lie to you. I mean, obviously you can trade it here, but I would rather take VAX. You have a beautiful stop loss as well, not gonna lie to you, but on VAX you have something to the left side and you can determine profit takes. Here you cannot, right? One of the profit takes is gonna be here, but if you just continue, oh wait, that's actually 70%. Never mind, this is good. Never mind, I take back my answer. This is good. This is good indeed. But then it's not gonna go that deep. It's most likely not gonna go that deep unless ETH blows. So this is actually a play that you could have if ETH blows. If this ETH blows, I would play this. Shit, I would play this if the ETH blows, right? Because it's gonna go deep. You fill it in, bam, you're gonna have a nice little reaction. So this is actually a pretty good one. Tari, I don't even know what that is. Tari, nope, no idea what that is. Atari, you probably mean. Jesus, I'm stupid. Wait, are we talking about? Wait, is there not? Wait, am I stupid or am I stupid? Wait, CoinGecko. Atari, right? Yeah, Atari. Oh, okay, yeah. Atari. Yep. Good chart. Good chart. I mean, it's on shit hit Bitcoin, but this is playable. This is pretty good support right now. It's playable indeed. So you have two good playable coins, VAX and this, and then you have this, and then you have Flow if the Ethereum fails. Then there you have this. So yeah, you got plenty of plays. Actually, those are nice, Robert G. You got plenty of plays here. Okay, guys, so that would be all the questions, I think. Let me scroll up. Did I miss something? Nope. Those are pretty much all the questions you guys have, and the stream is going on for almost yeah, Theta. How did I forget about our favorite streaming service platform, Theta? Look at that, man. Look at that. It's just continues. Look at that. Man, we played this one beautifully. Not gonna lie, we played it. This one was a masterpiece. Played it so nicely. That's probably one of the best charts next to Cartuzzi that I had this year. Definitely played it so beautifully here as well. I've kind of missed it here, huh? I did forget about it here. I got too many charts, man. I got too many charts I'm watching lately, you know. It's so easy to forget stuff, you know. And I am sort of, you know, trying to... I am sort of setting alarms, but many times I'm not, so I missed the beauty of this chart. Because I totally missed the continuation of this. I missed it here. So Theta, you know, the plays have been missed. Right now it can only moon, and then we can wait for another structure. Theta BTC missed, and Theta USDT for sure. If you're not in it now, you're not gonna be able to feel it unless you FOMO in, which I definitely don't wanna FOMO. I definitely don't wanna. Tari, wait. So wait, that's my cat. If you can hear that, I'm not killing anybody here. It's just my cat screaming a little bit. Because she wants attention. Wait, Tari. Wait, so Rory, not Tari. Wait, am I stupid here? Tari. What the hell is that? So wait, it's Rory, right? What you trying to tell me? Rory USDT, right? Yeah, Roryable. Jesus, I can't say it. Yeah, Roryable token, Tari. So... I'm not sure right now. Am I on the right token? I guess I am, because there's no Tari. And this one. I actually prefer the other trades better, to be honest. I mean, I actually prefer the other trades that have more defined tests on the structures. I mean, this one is not wrong as well. This one can still moon. And it probably will moon. But I think you have those wax and all of the others that we looked at a little bit better, you know, a little bit more defined, a little bit better looking when it comes to the chart. But this will still moon. I can see it, yes, this will still go up. So if you're holding it, definitely still hold it. Don't have to be jumping out at, man. Oh, Max, one last one for Acro. Well, obviously, for the road, man. Like, yes, I'll check your coins. Acro. Jesus Christ, you know, when you look at it, so like I said, previous week was the week when you should have been filling tokens, and this is exactly what we said. Previous week we were filling trades. This week you're mostly taking profit takes, and you see again, I can hardly give you a smart advice on this one, right? Because this one is right now where you want it to be. This is exactly at a profit take right now, so I don't see a trade on it, right? Maybe let's check the bit conversion. Same thing, right? Similarly, I mean, this was the previous week, fill for trades. Now you're just waiting for those TPs, right? So yeah, you know, cannot be saying much else when it comes to this. Unfortunately, Satoshi, you gotta be patient this week, right? I cannot be giving you too many smart trades. We had some, but we definitely you definitely don't want to be jumping in and out now. Voyager. Oh wait, was I supposed to go on stocks for this one? Oh wait, no, probably not. Wait, what is this? Didn't we have the USD chart for this? USD Voyager. Oh, apparently it's just Voyager. VGX Voyager token. Yep. I feel like I'm missing something again. Oh, yeah, that's what I was missing, of course. I knew there was something, yeah. More to this. Oh my gosh, not this cheat chart. Yeah, I see there's absolutely zero pullbacks. Maybe this one here, yeah. But this one wasn't. Which is the way. Absolutely zero pullbacks, man. She's fat, Robert, you know. She's just seeking for attention, you know. It's not that I'm not feeding my cat. It's just seeking for attention. That's all, right? Just gotta give your pets all the attention they want, right? So yeah, so you can see this token. I mean, box is still looking good, not a pullback. And this, I mean, I wouldn't even name this as a decent pullback. I mean, how much is this? Oh wait, maybe it is 30%. Yeah, I mean, you actually got a point here. This is the buy spot right now, yeah. But look, you already hit the profit take as well, right? How much was this week? 15-20%. You already did hit it. But knowing this exchange and everything, I would say buy it. Yes, Robert. If you want to buy it now. Knowing this exchange and the value and how far fast it's rising, it's most likely going to go past this profit take. So if you want to take a gamble and go for that 40%, I think you still can. I think you still can, man, to be honest with you. I think you can go for a gamble here to be, I mean, this would probably be a pretty good gamble from your side, to be honest. So yeah, you could potentially go for this and still be good. Wouldn't mind about it if you went for it. So yes, guys, thank you for joining in yet another stream. We're gonna have almost an hour now. Join us next week again on 16th of March, which we're gonna host another one exactly at the same time, 5 p.m. UTC time. Yep. And Arnaud is gonna be here with me again, and we're gonna discuss tokens and stuff. And let's see Ethereum play out, right? Let's hopefully our Ethereum short plays out. Even though we make more money in bull, I still wanna kind of see Ethereum short play out. I want Ethereum and Bitcoin to form better structures. I don't want them to just moon. I want them to form better structures. I want to see some fear in other people as well, because during those times you have a really good chance of refilling your alts and everything, right? So that would give us a really good chance to refill our positions, and then boom, we can have another set of bull run, right? But yeah, definitely. So everyone is FOMOing into NFTs, not a ton of way to get exposed. Yeah, I know, Robert. Everybody's in NFTs right now. I don't understand that logic, but yeah, I know. It's just cards. So yes, thank you again for joining, guys, and see you in the next one, right?
Take care of you guys.
Bye.
See you.